Heyo, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another game review. In this episode, we're taking a look at the expansion for Zombicide Invader, Zombicide Black Ops. A very cool looking box set here. This actually came as part of the Kickstarter set, the all-in kind of set, but we're looking at this one individually here to see what we get in this particular expansion, so you can kind of see if it's something that's interesting to you or not. Very cool looking box art though. Nice big hulking mammoth thing there, and the dudes kind of running around and stuff right here, so pretty cool looking anyways. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the box itself. Flip it over to the back. This here is everything you get. You get 9 miniatures, 6 survivors, 1 Juggernaut Abomination, 1 XN35 Crawley Bot, 1 Meteor Sentry Gun, 6 survivor dashboards and ID cards, 6 survivor colored bases, 48 trackers, 33 mini cards, 27 equipment cards, and 6 Xeno cards, 26 tokens, 3 game tiles that are double-sided, and 1 rule book. Pretty cool looking. I do like the way this looks on the back anyways. It's meant for 1 to 12 players, 14 and up, and it's supposed to take about an hour to play through. So all in all, pretty interesting for an expansion anyways. We're going to go ahead and just unbox this thing, get it out of this plastic. We do have cool artwork on the top, more cool artwork on the sides, and on the bottom, and on the other side. Very nice looking. It's not too heavy of a package, so nothing major here. Let's go ahead and just dive into this thing. Slice this wrapping paper off ever so slightly, and just rip that off. Cool. Alright, let's get our thumbs in underneath here, our fingers, and shake this box until it pops off. Slides off pretty easily. Nice cardboard inside. And we'll set this to the side over here somewhere. It might sit right there, I guess. And let's see what we got inside. We have the rules and mission book up first. Again, nice cover art here from the top of the box here. Game round summary. We'll flip through this thing real quick here. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time going over and reading everything. Y'all are welcome to go out there and pause at any time if you would like to read more in depth here. Lots of cool stuff, lots of nice artwork, nice maps, special rules and objectives. So yeah, very cool looking. Looks like we've got 19 pages, I guess 20 counting the game summary. Pretty nice for a rules and mission standpoint. Next up we have these game boards and game tokens. So let's go ahead and open that up. Slice that along the side. And just rip that open. I've been enjoying the Zombicide Invader package so far. I haven't got around to a lot of these expansions yet, so this is cool for me. So the first one we have are all these little tokens. Very nice looking front and back of that. Very cool. Then we have this fairly cool, actually really cool looking playboard. Front and back. Very nice. I really like the style of art that they've used with all this stuff, so very nice. And our second board. Very cool. And our third and final board. Again, nice use of colors in here. We've got a nice mixture of greens and purples and pinks and the outside desert kind of stuff. So very nice looking. I like that quite a bit. And we got a little pack of cards right here, which I guess we'll zoom in on those here in a moment and take a look at those, because otherwise you couldn't see it too well. So then we actually have inside here a nice pack of the rest of these expansions. That's the one thing I haven't liked so far about the Zombicide Invader set, is they have a tendency to use these plain cardboard backing boxes everywhere. So this one actually just slides right in, but it's kind of boring having that as an insert. But it works for what it is. It does hold the miniatures and these game boards in pretty nicely, but once you actually open it up, you probably don't need it anymore. So inside of here, we have a pack of counters and some extra little sliders for these things here for replacements. These are cool. We'll look at those a little closer here in a moment as well. We've got our figure bases here. Lots of different colors. Nice little mix here of kind of pastel looking colors. Very cool. And we get some cool dashboards. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these things. And they are all the same. Very nice looking. If you've played any of the other Zombicide games, you know exactly what to expect out of these. Very nice construction though, nice plastic little slider here at the bottom for your health and everything like that. And you place your cards here at the top. Your other cards go here, 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 and your character cards go in the center. And you got the little peg holes for these little counters to go into. So very nice looking. 6 of those. We'll not look at all of them because they are all the same, but nice set stack of those dashboards. We got a set of character cards, which we'll look at a little closer once I zoom in on it. And we've got a set of these plague card things. So basically these go on an area that gets infected, and then when it gets really bad, you flip it over and it's even more badly infected. So we'll look at those zoomed in here in a moment as well. And then we actually have the miniatures in this set. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total miniatures. And we are going to zoom in on those as well. But they are very cool looking. So let's just go ahead and zoom in on that thing there. So we'll reset real quick and start with these miniatures. Now that we're zoomed in, we can actually take a closer look at the miniatures. They do come unpainted like all of these so far that we've gotten. A nice kind of gray color, kind of whitish gray, so they may not pick up really well here on the camera, but size comparison, we've got a Dungeons and Dragons epic level character here. So this is a standard D&D figurine, and they stand about the same size, maybe just a little taller than these guys, but pretty much the same scale. So you can use any of these characters in your D&D games if that's what you like doing, or you can actually bring in some D&D characters and fight these cool space marine looking dudes, space mercenaries. So yes, let's go ahead and jump into this thing. We're going to start over here on my right and just pick up one of these guys and move them here to the front. Again, I hope y'all can see this pretty well. I hope it's not going to blow it out too much. You may not be able to see as many highlights as I had hoped here, but still a very nice looking figure here. They've done some really nice detail work on all of these. And we're just going to spin these guys around so y'all can kind of see them. I do think I'm probably got a little too much light here. What can I do to fix that real quick? Yeah, that's probably going to be okay, I guess. Might can dial this one down a little bit. Yeah, let's try that. That looks a little bit better. So we'll spin this guy again. Really nice detail work. I like this poncho cape duster thing he's got. Very cool looking. He does have a number 29 on the base there, so that is cool. Grab the next guy here. This is number 32. For any of y'all keeping track at home. Very cool looking. I like this guy. Got a cool mohawk. And we've got number 30 here. This one has some weird paint stuff on the bottom of it. That's a bit odd. A little speckling going on there. But he's got a cool big gun. Very nice looking. See if we can get it to focus in a little bit there on his head. Very cool. I like this one. Again, all these miniatures are really awesome. So, number 31. This is a really nice looking one. And you can see a little bit more of that detail in there. Let's focus and just spin this one around. Get full 360 on this one. I like the boots. Very cool. And then we've got number 34. He got a cool sword there. A nice chainsaw attachment there. Very cool. Number 33. I got a nice variation on their backpacks on all these people, so very cool looking. Again, just some really amazing detail on all of these things. Very nice job. And then we've got these sentries and guns here. This is the XN75. It looks really cool. It looks like it should move, but it doesn't. But some really nice detail there. Spin, spin, spin. I should probably get some music to play here while we're doing this. That's a very cool gun. Then we've got this cool sentry bot, which is labeled as XN35. Very nice looking. This also seems like it would fit right in with the Ninja Turtle game. Kind of reminds me of that one from the cartoon there. So very cool. And then we have the one big bad guy out of this set, XN42, in a nice kind of brown color here. A cool looking abomination. I'm going to eat you. I guess he wouldn't probably speak English. So, size comparison, let's just grab this guy right here. So you can kind of see he's not a whole lot bigger height-wise, but much wider. So, very cool looking. And again, just to compare with a standard D&D miniature here, this would make for a really good monster boss. So, very nice looking. These guys are really awesome. And that's it for the miniatures. We didn't get a whole lot in this particular expansion, but you get some new characters in here, some cool sentry guns, and that robot sentry. So that's very awesome as well. We'll go ahead and jump over to the character cards and the little small doohickeys here. So stay with us. We'll be right back. And here we have all the little small doohickeys to go along with the game. So let's just start here with these bases. In case you haven't seen any of these before, they are actually pretty cool. Let's just go with any of these. So let me grab one of the miniatures here. So these are just plastic little bases. You just fit these over top of your miniatures, and it gives you a very easy way to identify which character is yours on the board, and just keeps things from getting kind of lost in the shuffle when you have a lot of characters on the board. So those are nice. You get one for each of your survivors here. So there's 6 of them here in nice kind of pastel colors. So very cool looking. We also get a huge bag full of counters and markers. If I can get the little bag open here, we'll just dump a couple of these out. These are all pretty much the same molds. They're just little plastic pegs basically, and these just fit in these counter trays. So you just kind of place them like that with your stat cards to keep track of, how much ammo you've used and how much energy and those kinds of things. All different sorts of stats there. But a huge bag of these in all sorts of different colors, so you can kind of match them up to the colors on your bases if you are one of those people, or you can just kind of let people use them however they want to in your game. So it's nice that we get all these things. They're cool. Makes it very easy to tell at a glance what your character stats are. So very nice. We have a set of these infestation cards. I'm not sure what the actual name is. I don't remember, but I'm calling them infestation cards, and I did not cut that at all. Trying to be careful and was too careful and didn't cut anything. So we'll slice that again and then rip the paper off. Alright, so these are pretty much all the same here, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these infestation cards, and they are front and back. So you have basically 2 levels of infestation. Very nice looking. Very cool. We also have our character cards here. I'll see if I can do a better job of cutting this one the first time. May or may not actually do any better. I think I am not. There we go. Terrible, I know. Alright, pull that wrapping paper off. And let's see what we've got here. We have Andre front and back. So the front gives you your actual character traits and your levels. And then the back is just the actual character artwork, which is nice. So you'll actually take these and stick these in the center of your dashboards, like this right here. And that's kind of how you keep track of what level you're at, which of these things you're using, those kinds of things. So very cool looking. So we have Andre. We have Fiona. Try to keep the glare off of this for y'all. We have Jean. We have Kyle. Maria. And Solomon. All very nice looking. Very cool artwork. We'll flip these on to the back here. Fiona and Jean and Kyle. I think I like Kyle the best. I like his tattoos and his mohawk. And there's Maria and Solomon. Very nice looking. Throw those there. And our last little bit is our character equipment cards. I may actually get this one the first time. These are tiny cards, and I can understand why they are doing the cards real small, because you're going to have to use them a lot. And if you have regular size cards, they are going to get in the way quite a bit. But for me, I want them bigger. I can't use these. But basically these things just kind of stack in your equipment holder like so. And you can put some of them like here to equip them, over here to equip them, etc., etc., etc. So very nice. It's a good system. It works really well. The dashboards are great. So we got front and back of these things here. The backs are all the same for those. And then we got other, so these are like the monster cards, and then these are equipment cards. And then some extra things here, and these things, O2s, and more equipment cards. So now let's actually flip them over and see what they actually are. So we have Blackbird SMG. I'm just going to toss them down below here. A couple of these Blackbird SMGs. Can never have enough of those. We have a shock glove, another shock glove, oxygen tanks, because it's, you know, outer space, so you need oxygen. Then we have the Crawley bot. We've got the Meteor Sentry Gun, Downtown Bros, Grenade Launcher, Nova Cutters, Pyre Minigun, the Roaster MG, Solomon Chainsword, and we got monster cards here. Juggernaut Abomination. I think that's all the monster cards we have here, because that's the only monster we have in this expansion. So, very nice looking set here. Very nice artwork. These just work really well with this whole set here. So, that's everything you get in this particular box set here. The expansion for Black Ops. So it looks pretty good. I haven't played it yet, so I don't know exactly how it runs. But it will add a little bit of a mixer into your gameplay, and should kind of throw things around a little bit and kind of mix things up a little bit. So for that, I think it's good. Again, I picked this up as part of the actual Kickstarter itself. So the retail packages should be actually on shelves anytime now if they aren't already. But it's a pretty good expansion here. So I would recommend picking it up, because I think it's actually cool, and I really do like the miniatures in this set. Some really nice new guys to play around with, and a very cool looking monster here. So I don't really think you'll go wrong with this set. So I dig it. That's all the time we've got for today. So thanks for watching. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think of the Zombicide Black Ops, the expansion for Zombicide Invader. If you've played it already, you know, what is your highlights of your games? What's the most fun about this particular expansion? What have you not liked about the expansion, if you've kind of found stuff you didn't like? What do we need to know that would be helpful starting out with this expansion? Leave those all in the comments, and anything else you want to discuss about the game, put that down there as well. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'll have more content coming out fairly soon. There's a little notification button there you can hit if you want to know when this stuff does get released. That would be cool. Until next time, game on!